Hello, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we meet up right where we left off last episode. I've taken care of transferring some fuel in the meantime, but otherwise nothing much happened. So let's get these docked. Dock, please. Off a little bit. Let's have a look. We will need a return bed, please. Return from the moon, 100 kilometers roundabout. That's okay, we need to fix that anyway. Our periapsis. 86, so we want to burn a little more. Oh, random encounter with the moon on the way out, that's okay. And we want to come in at, let's say, 34 kilometers as always. You can see on the way back out, if we were to go there, we have another encounter with the moon, and then we would be ejected from Kerbin. Not what we want, but it's no concern right now. I also have supplies for 15 days, and so plenty of time to return to Kerbin with this crew. And that maneuvers in 24 minutes, 163 meters. I didn't even have to transfer fuel, but that still leaves us a little bit of margin to fine-tune things should we desire to do so. Let's have a look, that should be in about a quarter orbit. A bit more, but electric charge is also holding up fine. I think we over budgeted a little. Let's have a look at the actual orbit we achieve. Wow, that's a lot of encounters. Okay, 34 kilometers as promised. Well, that's fine. And let's say we plan a maneuver there to Shatton. Just so we know right about where we will be when we come back. Here. Okay. The entry burn. Okay. In 8 days. And we can leave them going on their merry own way until then. Any signs? No. Okay. Safe trip. We can get rid of this reminder and, well, let's see. Neither of the gravity sats is finished, but one of them will be finished in an hour. But I feel like checking up on Valentina. Let's do that. You'll also notice I have a alarm set for just before midnight of the new year. So our tourists from Minmus will actually get to enjoy the New Year celebrations in space, assuming that the Kerbal year is aligned with the clock on our space program, but just find it like that. Okay, so that's a lot of things in Kerbin orbit. but we are looking at this. Look, closest approach, it's already set to 200 meters. Doesn't look like we have to do much here. That's kind of sad. I wanted to do something. Can't plan any maneuver nodes right now because all of it will change after we dock with the asteroid. So Valentina is still happy, kind of. Well, she's not unhappy at least. Spacecraft still looking good. Can't access this. Where are you actually? Okay, there. What's in these containers? Some utility things. And this one, probably the same. Yeah, it's fine. A couple of docking ports. Any science here? No, of course not. We already took all the science. We will have more science when we are attached to the asteroid. Okay. Oh. Sorry, Valentina, there's just nothing we can do for you right now. Like the closest approach velocity, that's again 600 meters. So we will use up this entire stage and then go onto the stage. For the retro burning. Let's see, that's in 10 days, so they will plan a maneuver for in 9 days, 3 hours, just so we are a day ahead. 9 days, 3 hours, and plan maneuver at that one. Be similar to the existing one, and we don't need that anymore. And plan the maneuver a day ahead since we are already 200 meters closest approach distance, so really nothing will happen there. I have a quick check. Electricity is good. They have too many solar panels out, although this one consumes a lot of charge. For the habitat, if we had it enabled, we don't. Life support is enabled. Life support situation overall, still over a year of supplies because of the recycler running. So Valentina is probably going to be home long before that, hopefully anyway. Okay. So the next thing will be to launch the GravSats. I don't think we have any missions. Well, there's a lot of missions here. Anything really attractive, a supply run to Minmus station, and it's gone already. Rotate a crew of cabin station 1, that's not happening with the called training program still running. Invested was not happening. That's not happening. Fiber of the moon, no. Oh. This is really attractive. A lot of surveys which we could do. Orbital station around Duna. Well, it's not a bad contract, but no. That will happen sooner or later. ScanSat is still, the contracts are broken, more or less. Like they should be active, but they're not. That's, well, anyway. Position satellite in a high retrograde orbit. Nope. Satellite around Ike. Not right now. We don't want to move the satellite, nor do we want to move that one. Plenty of recoveries from orbit of the moon, from surface of Minmus, and from orbit of the sun. I'm not going to the orbit of the sun for you. All of these are interesting. How do I test the fairing? Or from the moon and deliver it to Kerbin. 1500, well, 1150 units. Oh. Like planting. Yeah, we will be going back to Minmus sooner or later. That's happening all the time. Should have checked that earlier when we went there, but who cares? And this one, no. Okay. Bring this up and warp to the first completed gravity sat. And now we can also, we don't need that anymore. Want to duplicate this. Oh, look. Do I want more of these tanks? Storage, possibly. But then most of the time I'm using procedural tanks, so yeah, no. We'll just scrap this. No edits. So this will be scrapped to be stored in the story in case we ever use them, and we will roll this one out. 30 minutes. Let's go there. I think we can just straight out launch that. So how about we take a quick save just in case bad things happen and launch. Knowing me, I will probably mess up something anyway. And we will have to build another one. Or maybe the whole concept doesn't work. Or who knows what. Let's see. So, launching into, let's see. Let's say we go into a 88-degree orbit, and we can go straight to 240 kilometers. Because we want to go to 250 after that. We could even go to 245, but let's just leave it like that. Okay, that's all okay. Anything else? Probably not. Remember to bring out the antennas. Do I have any fixed antenna here? All antennas. The whip antennas. Deactivated, deactivated, deactivated. I don't see any fixed antenna. I guess I already messed up. We will need to roll this back. And check whether we have an antenna, and if not, then we need to attach one, because we will not be able to launch like this. That would have gotten bad quickly. And that's because I built a new first stage, otherwise this would not have happened. Maybe we can use the whip antennas, but I think they will fall off. Bit of the fairing. How are they looking? Deployed? No, definitely not happening. Okay, and well, we do have an antenna here. Okay, reflectron. Everything's fine. I was scared there. Why does this reflectron not show up? I don't know. Why does this thing beep? I muted Steam. Oh well. So, let's just launch. We want to activate this, the fairings, and until stage 1. Arm. Go. Oh, that's... yeah, this first stage. I actually built a first stage with a Reliant engine and some of the Spider engines as verniers. So we have some control. I just felt like building a more standard rocket setup. Let's see, what is the ascent path? Looks normal to me. Could even go a little shallower, but I guess that's okay. Okay, just have to remember to actually arm the antennas before. Well, before decoupling the first stage, because that's the thing. Inclination is already looking good. Performance numbers are also looking good. A little bit of heating, that's not so nice. Okay, let's ditch the bearings. We will have to wait a little bit. Where's our upper abscess? Upper abscess 150, that's okay. Let's say we could even wait until upper abscess to circularize. Why you're turning like this? Oh, that's why, okay. Antennas, now separate. Why are you doing this? Actually, what are you doing? Huh? I don't understand. I really don't understand. So let's change this. Add apoapsis. I want to change the new apoapsis. 140. Add purposes. Create node, execute node, that's fine. We'll actually have to stage again, that's also fine. Get rid of that. $87 is fine, that's not an issue. Yeah, as you can see, I fixed the plume for this engine. It's actually looking a lot better than on the ground where I tested. I'm quite happy with that. Yep, definitely good. Okay, and we also need to target this one to the moon. How about we activate it? We'll target this one. Wait, what range do these have? 50, yeah. We can target this one to Minmus case. Or maybe we will... Oh, we will see. Minmus, evade, and we need to stage. That was the second stage. It's still suborbital, that's also great. Have a quick look now. Okay, we are connected through some other crafts. I will have to rename the cabin tank again, I think. Okay. And we should see a lot of science now. Oh. Have science. Keep. Collect them. Okay, let's check this, whether this works. So this one should have 2 samples, yes. Next one, 2 samples. Next one, 2 samples. Excellent. Okay. So basically this entire mission now consists of waiting here until we have all 9, I believe. And we can have a look at that from GravSat. Just for a second, we don't want Minmus, we want cabin. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 11 it is. Until we have 11 biomes, we have to loop around here a little bit. One of the most tricky ones to get will be the Badlands over here, but I think we are in a decent orbit for that. Oh, let's see. Okay, now we will move a little. Let's see, what's next? Might be coming Highlands. Well, no, not Highlands. We will not see the Highlands, and it will take ages until we see the Badlands. Okay. Well then. Yeah, we just missed the tiny spot of Badlands there. And we will actually see Badlands on the next orbit. Excellent. And the way I've set these hotkeys up, the action groups, is 0 will grab all the signs on all 3 of them, and 1, 2, 3 will trigger the collect action on these probe cores. Let's see whether I can maybe show that. Yeah. So these have a collect all, and that way you can just get all of the signs. Nothing happening here. Desert, yeah, we will come up to the desert, and mountains maybe. Okay. I think we have, do we have mountains? I don't know, we will see. We already had ice caps. Interesting. Hey, Badlands. Let's have a quick look. How many do we have? 11. Well then. Unfortunately, we can't get the high over Badlands again during this orbit, but let's just go to 260 right now. Like in 10 seconds, create and execute. Oh, 40 meters. Maybe we'll only take 255. Do we have connections to the relays? All good. At apoapsis we have to circle race. This is good enough. Create and execute. Okay. Oh, it's high, not biome specific anymore. Let's have a look. What if I log gravity data? High over water, yes. So why? Interesting. Well, whatever, let's open ScanSat again and continue moving forward. Should have... Now it's alerting us. I apparently, let's see, review, ditch, log, take. Still there? Yes it is. 0. Somewhere I lost one. Let's try this again. This has 1, 16, 16, 16. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure. So that's high over Highlands, high over... No. Above, just above, just above, just above. High over water, shores, grasslands, deserts, islands. Okay. Review. Grasslands. Shores, deserts, islands. Okay. Review this. Grasslands. Shores, deserts, islands. Okay, they are all the same now. Maybe this thing actually realizes I want 3 copies. I don't know. Map. Let's see, we are there, so it's once. Nope, it did not realize. You clean. You clean. Try this again. Deserts. No, I don't want deserts. I want mountains. Okay, this one's empty, this one's empty, this one still has it, because I already got this somewhere. Check again. 17, 17, 17. Okay. It's more complicated than I thought because of quickly changing biomes. Oh, yes, still. We will sort this out. Don't have the southern ice caps for some reason. Southern ice shelf. Okay, maybe we were warping too fast. Okay, Tundra should have all of these. And now we are only waiting for the Badlands, I believe. Autosave. Okay, coming up over the South Pole and Grasslands, we missed them. There will be better Badlands right now. Okay, that's Badlands 3 times. This should now have 22 in everybody. Yes, okay. So that's how we quickly collect a bunch of data. And now we have still over 2000 meters per second left. And we will have to do a polar transfer to the moon, which we just missed. Oh well. So, let's see. Transfer. This one, great. Yeah, that's not right, MacJet. That certainly did not intercept at all. Is there anything else here we can try? This won't work. Okay, let's do it manually then. Actually, home and transfer. Great note. So you are bringing me to 11.4. 11.4 is the altitude of the moon. We don't want any of that. And let's bring this down a tiny bit. And now we have to rotate it to earlier, quite a bit earlier actually. No, this way. Okay, so that the transfer. Yeah, perhaps this is at the ascending node basically, because that is Moon's plane of orbit. Okay. Earlier? Oh, it doesn't matter, we will need to fine-tune it anyway. So, and now we want to change this by a couple orbits. So let's select a node. And just keep adding orbits until you can see the closest approach markers aligning. And then we should have an encounter with the moon. And even choose between, let's see, we have 3 different transfer options. Let's have a look at the moon. Okay, first transfer will bring us over there. Second transfer there. Third one there. Wow, we have a lot of options here. One looks actually good, except it's yeah, it's fixable. And the next one is already further out, so we will use this one and fine-tune it a tiny bit so that we get a better polar orbit. Let's see. Look here. Maybe we should spend a little more delta V on this. Will bring us where? Will not bring us into a polar orbit. Oh. Okay, let's see if we go back. Oh, that's perfect, almost perfect. It will be almost polar, and more importantly, we will possibly be such that we are always facing the Earth. Kerbin, sorry. Oh, anyway, I think that maneuver is roughly what we want, and we will fix the rest with a mid-course after we've performed it. So, let's go. That's only in 2 days from now. It's actually the next thing to do. Interesting. But we will close this because I believe in the meantime another mission is ready to be launched. Time looking. Well, I guess we are running close to 40 minutes again. So how about we leave it at that. We will perform this transfer. Transfer to on in the next episode. And also I will fast forward until then so that we can roll out this one and launch the Minmus one before doing this transfer. I hope you enjoyed the episode and see you in the next one. Until then, have a nice time. Bye bye.